All right, my lords, settle in with your tea, biscuits, and whatever questionable pack you bought this morning, because it's time for another wonderfully chaotic dive into the daily Lords Online reset. Yes, that magical routine where I bring you everything happening 13 hours before the global version even stretches its arms, yawns, and realizes it still hasn't fixed the bugs from last week. But fear not, because while IGG might enjoy keeping everyone guessing, we enjoy knowing things early. And honestly, if you're watching this, you probably enjoy it too. Now, for anyone who's new here, and for the regulars who still pretend they understand what IGG is doing, Lords Online is the Taiwan testing version of Lords Mobile. It's basically IGG's private sandbox where they push buttons, change stats, add new things, break old things, and occasionally unleash updates so ridiculous that even the game itself seems confused. But this is our advantage: we watch everything early, and when global players finally see the update, we're already on our second cup of tea, nodding like wise prophets saying, yes, we knew this would happen. Let's begin our journey the same way IGG begins every morning, with packs. Because if there's one thing this game never runs out of, it's opportunities to convince you that you definitely need another set of monster chests or gear materials. Every day, without fail, the pack section resets itself like a desperate salesman trying a new pitch. You'll see Material Madness, Monster Mayhem, Gear Grinder, Familiar Boosts, Artifact Sales, turf skins disguised as special deals, and the occasional pack that looks like a bargain until you realize it contains the digital equivalent of pocket lint. But thanks to this early preview, you get to be clever. Instead of impulse buying something today, you can look ahead and see if tomorrow's pack is better, cheaper, or at least slightly less insulting. Maybe tomorrow brings the hero fragments you've actually been waiting for. Maybe tomorrow's Material Madness gives you a bigger boost, or maybe tomorrow is just the same disappointment in a different color. The point is, you get to plan, and planning in Lords Mobile is one of the few free pleasures we have left. But while the packs might steal the spotlight, the daily events are the real backbone of progress. Every day brings another rotation of activities designed to keep you logging in with the enthusiasm of a caffeine addict. You've got monster cycles coming and going, familiar training resets that remind you how slowly those creatures grow, cargo ship refreshes that range from brilliant to utterly pointless, and solo challenges that only ever reward you with exactly what you didn't need. And yet we do them anyway, because progression is progression, even if it feels like you're pushing a boulder uphill with a toothbrush. Knowing these daily resets early is borderline magical. You can time your boosts, you can save your resources, you can hold your speed ups until the event that actually benefits you. Instead of wasting everything randomly, you can act like a tactical mastermind. Lords. Mobile loves players who don't think, so naturally, we go the opposite direction and think too much. And then we arrive at the weekly events, where the real chaos begins. Every week, the same familiar cycle of amusement and misery rolls in. Kingdom Paragon appears, reminding everyone that someone out there has a castle so powerful even the game server cries a little. Frosty Festival appears, trying to convince you that snowflakes are the new currency of success. Labyrinth resets show up, encouraging you to click shiny tiles repeatedly until you question your life choices. And of course, Kingdom Tycoon, which insists that rolling dice for rewards counts as skill-based gameplay. What makes this weekly madness enjoyable is that we see it all early. We know when events shift, when they repeat, when IGG tweaks something minor and pretends it's a major overhaul. With early information, you can plan properly. You know when to save gems, when to stockpile energy, when to prepare troops, and when to mentally prepare yourself for disappointment. It's all part of the charm. But now, let's move into the part that makes Lords Online so entertaining: the mysterious tests. You see, IGG treats the testing server like a sketchbook. They draw ideas, scribble new concepts, erase half of them, and then pretend the mistakes never happened. Sometimes you'll see a brand new hero model appear out of nowhere. Sometimes a new event interface will pop up for a few hours before vanishing like an embarrassed intern trying to hide their work. Sometimes stats change for no reason and then change back as if nothing ever happened. This is why watching Lords Online is so much fun. It's unpredictable. One moment, IGG is showing you a new feature that looks polished and ready for launch. The next moment, they've removed it and left behind a broken icon that leads absolutely nowhere. It's pure chaos, and we adore it. One of my favorite things about monitoring the testing server is catching the updates that global players won't see for weeks. Maybe it's a new hero trial. Maybe it's a new monster with animation so dramatic it looks like it was designed after too much coffee. Maybe it's a full event overhaul. And sometimes IGG tests something so broken that they quickly hide it, hoping nobody noticed. But we notice everything. That's half the fun. And occasionally, IGG surprises us by adding something delayed, unfinished, or hilariously out of place. Like the time an event description said something that clearly wasn't meant for the public. Or when a hero animation looped endlessly like it was stuck in an existential crisis. These moments are priceless, and they're exactly why we watch early. But let's not forget one of the greatest parts of Lords Mobile, the community. Our guild chats are a glorious blend of strategists, comedians, analysts, reactors, panickers, and silent geniuses. Some people calculate drop rates like they're solving physics equations. Others yell about losing troops because they forgot their shield again. Some players claim they're quitting weekly, yet they're always first in Labyrinth. It's pure entertainment. With early reset info, you get to be the wise one in the guild. You get to walk into chat and say things like, "Lads, save your gems for tomorrow," or "Don't bother hunting that monster today, a better one's coming." Or my favorite, "Don't buy that pack, the good one drops in the next cycle." It's like being the guild prophet, but sarcastic. And people love that. Now let's talk strategy, real, useful stuff. Early reset previews aren't just entertainment. They help you plan around overlaps. Let's say Material Madness hits right before a training event. That's perfect timing for double value. Or Tycoon lands right before gem load. Ideal for saving resources and cashing in rewards. Or a monster you actually need is coming tomorrow, so you don't waste energy today. These little strategies add up. They make you stronger without making you spend unnecessarily. Well, unless you choose to anyway. Which, let's be honest, most of us do. But at least now you're overspending intelligently, which is practically a win. We also must appreciate IGG's unique creative decisions. Every update they release has 2 guaranteed features. Number 1, something changes that nobody asked for. Number 2, something breaks that everyone relies on. The patch notes will say minor improvement, and yet somehow those improvements cause the labyrinth to lag, or a hero portrait to disappear, or a monster to stand completely still like it forgot what its job was. It's a beautiful mess, and we wouldn't trade it. Despite the chaos, there's an undeniable charm to this game. The frustration, the humor, the random victories, the crushing defeats, it all blends together into an addictive cycle. You upgrade something and feel powerful, you lose troops and feel betrayed, you get good drops and feel lucky, you get bad drops and blame IGG personally. It's emotional gymnastics, and yet here we are every day. And that brings me back to why this channel exists, to help you navigate the madness, to keep you ahead of the crowd, to bring laughter into the mix, to show you what IGG is testing before Global even knows something changed. Every day, I check the resets, track the updates, research the changes, and bring you the earliest news possible. You get the insights without doing any of the heavy lifting. And together, we enjoy the chaos in style.